certain young artists right now, I'm not bashing them, but they're not going to go and perform for 10 people.
Yeah, I was saying, like, how do you even, like, was your ego bruised to for 30 people, to perform for 30 people?
No, because you see, we used to come in from a place where we used to sing on the sound system to bring people in the land. So we used to sing to an empty space.
To
just
carry
me, the
people
selector,
over.
and the selector and the boxman them in the land. And then the people them outside are wait. And I say, yeah, I win there now. We're not paying unless we hear some voice. So voice have to go up on the mic and start to entertain. Sometimes you don't have nothing to sing. Remember, you know, every time a record play, the version turn over. And you have to have something to sing on it. So that is where our training come from, and that's why we can able to be here now and talking about longevity, because we know what that is. We know how to hold a show for 2 hours without being bored.
So even them thing that you take as a challenge, the empty venues, you take it as a challenge, right? The nowadays artists will say, I style not try style my thing with the people.
Yeah, but most artists do not understand what that is. We're not saying that we sing for flap shows. What we're saying is that you go places sometimes, and as much as most artists think, or let me just use myself, because I don't want to say most artists. I have been to places that nobody know who singing melody is. There's maybe 50 or more, but then they tell the other 50 that comes, or the other 150 or 200, that, you know, this artist is good, you need to come and watch him. And that's how I build my fan base over the years, is really people introducing people to my music. And that's how you build your fan base and all. So going to these places and doing the work will leave a mark. So therefore they always remember you. And when I go there, I always tell people I'm different. And I always like to say I am, because I truly am. I'm not a selfish person. I don't try to look out for my career only, because if I go somewhere where reggae music is not pulling people out, and I go there and do well, I'm gonna start telling them about my music, what I represent. And there's so much more artists out there, that even my live that I do on IG, I don't just do my live to play singing melody music. It's never about me. It's about the industry itself and the artists them that did so well. And now in this time, and we talk to them and reason with them, because it's a way of promoting the music. And the reason why we're here all up till now, it's not just COVID-19. Yes, COVID-19 is a part of our pandemic that actually took us down in our dive. But why we're in a hole, because our players of music and the artists themselves are selfish. They don't understand the method, what it takes, in other words, to break into this industry and to collab and make great music. Just imagine a Idona and a Dexta Daps, a collab. Just imagine a Idona, or just name any artist now that is hot, collabing with somebody who is their rival. You know how much attention that song will get, and how much money that they will make. But instead, they're ready to do the little childish thing and say that they are the king in their corner. But then go back and look at the sales, and it will tell you. Go back and look at the streams, because that's where we are now. You know, it will tell you that this could have been a lot better. You know, for our whole industry, it could have been a lot better. So my contribution is to do something that I think will have a long-standing weight, carries a weight, because this album right now, it's doing so well out there. You know, people look at it as one of the best albums since this whole pandemic, because there's a lot of albums come out. There's also another album with Taros too that came out, did extremely well. Dexta Daps album
Healing,
too, as well. Because there's a lot of albums out there, but who are promoting, who are pushing? People are taking this pandemic thing and I say, well, COVID-19 and boy, I'm not release the music.
And then give themselves excuses not to do it.
Music has to be made still.
I have to ask you mentioned a couple names, Dexta Daps, and you mentioned how you are different from probably how these artists operate and singers operate now. You're probably built from a different mode. So I just want to get your thoughts on like nowadays singers, because since you've been in the game, we've seen the evolution of like sing J's and them things. You still have singers in your type are more like the Romain Virgos and even the Chris Martins to some extent. But what you think about like a Dexta Daps or Kranium, them not really mince words when it come on to them love song. Like them talk about bring the pussy come on. It's not so, nice and sweet, like, or use a swing. Like, what do you think about them type of
I mean, it's
music?
nice and sweet.
Yeah, to some people.
But I think we're at a place where words are not measured anymore. Nothing cares anymore. You do what you want. You do. If you feel tomorrow you want to be, you want to transfer from a man to a woman, you can just do that.
Jaja.
And it's just your
Wait, what?
your preference. And
That round number, I get what you're saying.
and if you feel like you want to do something out of the ordinary, it's really, we're in a time now where bad things looks good. So, for instance, with Dexta Daps and, as you mentioned, and and the Kranium them and stuff forth, people just realize that people like to hear the real thing instead of to hide behind it and act like say it's not that. And I have two take on it. So, for one, they have a fan base. So that means they're doing something good.
Yeah.
Right? And this fan base that they have is supporting them. And it's supporting the music that they do. So who am I now to say that what they're doing is not right? It might not right in the human and the younger children mindset. Because you have to think. For me, I can't speak for Dexta because I love him and my artist like that, I get to hang out with him a few times and I like him energy. And I like where him there. And I like him fan base. And I like the things where him represent because I'm alone there in another lane there. But would I take my 13-year-old or my 10-year-old to go see Dexta? No, because I know it wouldn't be appropriate. It's like PG-13. You can't just, just introduce kids into certain kind of environment. They have to grow and get to that place where they can be able to accept it and understand what it is for what it is. For me, when I listen to music, I listen to all different kind of music. I listen to Dexta, I listen to everybody. And me pick and choose now where we work with my meds. So if me a drive and I want to hear a certain kind of music, I will play it if I'm me alone in the vehicle. Because I can process it and understand that it's just the melody me I listen to and the music. I not listen to the words and how it, because there's words in there where might not play good with my feelings, And worse, if I respect woman and if I talk certain things about woman, I kind of get offended. I kind of like, why I'm say that? Because no, and it sounds old school, but for me, it's just the respect I have for women.
Yeah.
And I can't really stand up and hear somebody sing a song, a downgrade a woman, and I feel good about it. And even party, me always wonder why the woman them dance to it.
Because I'm tricky into making it sing melodiously. Like,
the melody,
them tricky.
And the melody.
Yeah.
So why not
you're
use my name
not
and
gonna
I
really
know?
say
your
them a
music's
call you a
strong,
bitch or
Yeah,
a slut, but
it just sound good.
Good.
Some of us
Sound
are back
good.
the head.
Yeah.
like even Dexta Daps Shabba Madapa is like one of the grimiest
Yeah,
songs
man.
I ever hear. But yet when you sing to it, like you're not really a like versus a cartel when you say broad daylight and you can sing and you talk it.
Dexta music is really just a vibe and bring it across well that actually me and Triton a reason. And me I talk to Triton because a man have great respect for me and thing. And we talk about music sometimes and big up to Triton because one of the good producer them Raunchier. And we are reason and he must show me, he must say, sometimes you just have to just work with your energy and work with what works for you, and I think with everybody, even fans that listening to us, they pick and choose who they want to listen to.
Yeah.
No,
Right?
they want to watch.
We can't do anything about it. When they can make the music and hope that they accept it.
Yeah.
That's why I said it's an investment that artists make with the fans.
Yeah.
And it's up to the fans now to say, well, I'm going to we like this song, we're going to go with it. Sometimes a song will jump off. Sometimes a song will take a long time to pick up. And we have many of that in our industry. Look at the Sean Paul.
I think
and
Omi.
everybody.
Omi is a perfect example.
And Omi is a perfect example. Music doesn't get old. Depends on where you release it and where your head stick. Because a lot of us as artists, we stick our head in Jamaica, not realizing that Jamaica is not a market. We're not. I mean, we can't even sell music online. We don't have no platform that support our own music and we can people can go on and download and pay with them card. And we don't have nothing like that.
No.
We depend on the iTunes and the iTunes say, hey, we don't support Jamaica. No, we're not selling you anything. You know, and you go on Spotify. Oh, I'm sorry, you're not allowed to purchase anything here.
Yeah.
And so where do we go as Jamaican to buy our own music? And then what is the relevance of us being an industry without a market?